this is Ava Lockhart here, and if you're not raising hell, then you're not Republican. Today we're going to be talking about robots taking your jobs in Domino's. Test the Nuro is a picture with a future delivery pizza. Now, what's starting to happen here? Hold on, let me look down at here. Robot, they call it Nuro. Domino's, instead of having delivery drivers, ladies and gentlemen, if it isn't the illegal aliens and illegal immigrants we're fighting, we are now fighting robots. Lord have mercy for all of us. We are fighting robots for us to get a job. Now, if it is an illegal immigrant or illegal alien taking your job, it is now robots. That is how small the job economy, that is how much Joe Biden doesn't know what he's talking about. Everybody's talking about, well, you know, the job growth. I'm sorry, the only thing I see is less and less jobs and more homeless people. That's how I look at it. You know, everybody talks out the end of their rear when it comes to, you know, this booming economy and people. I see poor people every day. I'm trying to figure out when this economy's really working. You know, everybody says they have a job. You're not going to see homeless people. Homeless people aren't going to just sit out there and say, well, you know, I don't have a job. You don't come in contact with the homeless. That's why they call them homeless. Now, for every illegal immigrant, illegal alien that's taking your job, there's a robot taking your job too. So I say no. No to the robot error. I said no to the robot error. Now, you got, for example, this thing called Nuro. Okay, Domino's has this thing called Nuro. For what reason? You're telling me your business is not making enough money to have a human driver? So what's the difference between a robot and a human? Well, let's look at it like this. When I pay $5,000 for that robot, when I pay $5,000, I don't have to give it insurance. It doesn't complain. It never takes a day off from work. But let me ask you something. Don't you have the right to live? As an American, as a person, and as a citizen, don't you have the right to live? You better believe you do. When do we, the people, get a break? That's what I ask you. When do we, the people, get a break? I guess we never get a break. If we're not fighting the illegal aliens, we are fighting the robots for getting a job. Look what they did to Walmart. Look what they did to Walmart. Look how many people have lost their jobs. That's 8 people. That's 8 mouths. Then you times that, if you go all the stores, that's about 30, 40, 50,000 jobs that have been lost due to robots. So let me get back to Pizza Hut. Domino's is now trying out this robot. That's a job, that's money in your pocket. So I'm going to ask you this. The Democrats, I'm so tired of seeing seat-warming Republicans and Democrats that don't know they ass from a hole in the ground when it comes to this economy. I'm just listening, looking, and watching and seeing people. And I notice one thing. I notice this, that these people do not know anything about the economy. I said it. They don't know nothing about the economy. Everybody keeps talking about this job growth or these green jobs. You know, sometimes I don't feel like getting a degree. Sometimes I don't feel like doing all this stuff to get a job. Maybe I just want a basic regular job. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe I want to be a delivery driver for 5 years. Maybe I'll quit that and go work at a makeup counter. Or maybe I'll go work at a Walmart register. Our jobs are slowly being taken away, but I continuously hear lies on job growth. I'm so tired of hearing about people talking about job growth that it makes me sick. These seat-warming Republicans don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. I look at the Democrats keep talking about all this booming economy. Where is this booming economy? Where are all these jobs? When I listen to the news and they say, well, 50,000 jobs have been added to the job sector. Okay, so what about it? It's been added to the job sector, so I'll sit there and say, if it's been added, then where are the jobs? 50,000 jobs is random. Now, if you go 50,000 jobs divided by 50 states, that's 1,000 jobs per state. There are more people in the U.S. than you can shake a stick at, or more people than there are jobs. So when you say 50,000 jobs, and you go 50 divided by, it's 1,000 per state. I'm sorry, I lost my thought. It's 1,000 per state. That's not a lot of jobs. You got 1,000 people. I'll do it like this. Now we got robots besides illegal aliens coming in. So I'm going to do the math, because everything is math, ladies and gentlemen. You got robots now taking your jobs. How many jobs have to be destroyed before we say okay? How many more jobs have to be taken? How many more times do these Democrats, these dumb Democrats, gotta lie to me? How many times more does these seat-warming Republicans lie, talking about there's job growth? See, I guess when you have a job, it don't really matter, because that's how I look at it. When you have a job, you can just say any old thing. See, I'm a Republican. I am a political figure. I know what I'm talking about. I do research. I know that robots are taking our jobs. No to the robot era. That's how I look at it. Domino's, besides Walmart, McDonald's, and Target, that all have robot cashiers, Domino's is now hopping on board to go ahead and do this robot driver. You go, there are 50 states. So you go 10 jobs. I'll just sum it up. I'll just say that's 50,000 jobs lost. I slowly am seeing a country turn into a third world country. That's what I'm starting to see. I'm starting to see a country turn into a third world country. I don't really see this growth and all this stuff that they say. Only thing I see is a country slowly turning into a third world country, and jobs slowly being taken away, with dumb Democrats and seat-warming Republicans telling lies on top of lies, while the real economy is folding and failing right in front of our eyes. That's what I honestly see. As a political figure, as my name is Ava Lockhart, I'm going to tell you right now, I think that this country's starting to become a failure. That's all I have to say. I can't say don't support Domino's, because it's nice to have a pizza. But they need political people like me out there talking and know what I'm talking about to get the job done. Because everybody else just keeps painting a picture of utopia. I don't paint a picture of utopia. That's why I'm Republican, and that's why I raise hell, and I know how to run this mouth and get the job done. Most people don't, but I do. This is Ava Lockhart here, and say no to the robot era. That's all I got to say. No to the robot era. That's another job taken away from you, the hard-working people. You have a good day.